Good morning, good morning, good morning. You could change your life in 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, you could change your life. But first, I want to tell you a story. Hey, today is July 1st. Could you believe it? We're halfway through the year 2023. We're halfway through. How'd you do the first year? Did you get where you thought you'd be by July 1st? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But it's a brand new, fresh start. I don't know if you ever heard people say, use the expression, Christmas in July. When you think about it, Christmas in July. What do you like about Christmas? You ever notice on Christmas, when anybody sees you on Christmas Day, hey, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Everybody's a little bit nicer, a little bit friendlier. You feel just happy. You're happy. It's like, oh, Christmas is like, hey, Merry Christmas. People, you're going into church or something. Everybody's joyful, happy, friendly to everybody. Well, it's July. Why not have Christmas in July and have that feeling? And you can have that every day of July, just not like one day in July or one day, December 25th. Have that feeling every day. I might be competing with the cement truck I see coming up. So the little story I wanted to tell you about was my mother loved Christmas. Loved Christmas. Absolutely loved Christmas. She used to go to this nursing home where I'm heading towards. That was made me think of this. Holy Family up by Marywood. She volunteered there. And when she had passed away, I remember going to the cemetery and bringing flowers to the cemetery. And as I brought the flowers to the cemetery, I was about to put them down, I honestly, it felt like she was speaking to me. And she was like, do not leave these flowers here. Thank you, but do not leave these flowers here. Bring those flowers to Holy Family and ask them if there's somebody that hasn't had a visitor, and say that these flowers are for them. Somebody who hasn't had a visitor in quite a while that could really use them, and bring these flowers to them. So that's exactly what I did that day. I took the flowers that I was going to leave at the cemetery. I drove to Holy Family, and I went to the desk. I said, listen, is there anybody here that hasn't had a visitor in quite a while that you think is really down in the dumps? And they said, yes, absolutely. I said, okay, well, I just like to, say that these flowers were sent to them and tell them it's by somebody that really cares. That's exactly what I did. And as I was leaving, again, of course, I felt my mother's presence over me, that I was compelled to do something there. So I'm coming up on it now. It's called Marywood Heights now. But this is the building. So I started a Christmas in July program where I hooked in my 8 siblings, and we put on a Christmas show in July. And we come up here for several years. We came up here, we would sing. We'd sing songs. I dressed up as Santa Claus. And we had a little Christmas show in July. We brought donuts. It was just, we had a blast doing it. And it's just like, it reinvigorated like the spirit of my mother's Christmas in July. And then after that, I had volunteered, for bingo and just, trying to enjoy the Christmas in July. But here it is. This is the building we're coming up on right here. You see it right back there. That's what re-sparked that memory. So July, wow. Halfway through the year, halfway through the month of July. Not halfway through July, halfway through the year. The 1st of July. You get that feeling every day. If you set it up right. You set it up right in your mind that every way you have that brand new start. And what I want to do for the second half of 2023 is throw down a 10-day challenge to you. A 10-day challenge of just creating a new habit that's going to improve your life in some small way. What's that habit going to be? That's up to you. I know pretty much universal, a goal that everybody pretty much has, is to be in better health and have more energy. Take better care of your physical body. So is it drinking one less cup of coffee in the morning for the next 10 days, or just cutting out coffee? Or maybe you want to just give up soda. It's like, you know what, I'm just going to give up soda for 10 days. Or cut back on the sweets. I'm not going to eat candy or ice cream, It's your decision. The ball's in your court. That's why when you're on this Facebook group, Advanced to Goals, it's kind of a do-it-yourself program where I'm like, oh, here, these are some things you could do. I'll throw down a 10-day challenge. You make the decision what you want to do and go for it. And I'll encourage, hey, how you doing on that 10-day challenge? But there's still an opportunity to sign up for the boot camp. And it's just that I know how well it works because in the boot camp, you go on another private Facebook group with me. Every day I'm there. And I'll be on that 20-minute walk. Instead of saying, oh, do these 4 steps when you go for a walk. Focus on your breathing, focus on gratitude, focus on visualization, and do the incantations. Do it yourself. When you're in a boot camp, I'm there with you. I'll be with you. I'll be on the 20-minute walk for what do you say? It's a personal trainer. I'm there. I'm doing it anyway, so if you're in the boot camp, I'm in there with you. Not only that, we're going to have a goal workshop where you say, hey, what are the goals I want to achieve in the next 90 days? What do I want to accomplish in my next 90 days? Maybe my physical health, mental, spiritual, like a financial. Maybe you have a project you want to get done. And I understand that's a big commitment, 90 days. It's like, wow, I don't know if I want to do it for 90 days. There is another program I offer called Stepping Stones. It's 30 days. The only thing is with that, it's 30 days. You don't get a coaching call every week where I'm on there with you for just 20 minutes and saying, how you doing on your goal? You get 2 a month. In the boot camp, you'll get 4. You get one every week. But if the Stepping Stones is like $20, it's not like I'm trying to push these programs. What's $20? What's $1 a day? It's not much. It's just that I know it works. And when a person has skin in the game, they're more likely to follow through. If I was just putting this out here and saying, oh, do these things, like, oh, nice, maybe I'll do it more, maybe I won't. Well, somebody pays for something like, hey, I want to get my money's worth. I pay for this. I'm going to show up and do what's going on. And that simple thing of just 20 minutes a day, that's where it all started when I came up with the idea of the 2020 Vision Goal Achieving course. And I put that up on Mastermind. I did that right after I created the course for divorce and separated dads. Like, how do you get people motivated? How do you get them to start? Small steps. Just give me 20 minutes. Give me 20 minutes in the morning to set your mind in the right thing. Go through those steps. And then later in the day, you spend another 20 minutes working on your goal. So I have a whole program worked out to help people keep the momentum and stay accountable. And I just hate to see people miss out on it. It's just for such a small amount. And it's not, like I said, it's not about the money. But if everything was free, then people just think it's free. It's not, I'll just do it anytime. It's not worth it. But when somebody puts skin in the game, it's like, well, hey, wait a minute, I paid for this. I want to see what this is about. And then they'll make the extra effort. And that's what it takes. It takes that extra effort. And you can make July the starting point. The next 10 days, make a challenge for yourself. What am I going to do for 10 days? I'm going to eat a little healthier. And what is that going to do? I'm going to break that down. Good morning. Thanks for being on. So it's just being, I see I have some people popping on now. So great. I know it's a little early for a Saturday, but I'm early to bed, early to rise. That's how I roll. And it's great to have the energy. And part of that is through eating right and exercising on a regular basis. If you haven't been doing, something, I'm throwing that challenge out to you. Cut down on the sweets, and you'll decide what that's going to be. Maybe it's just not having a desserts or something, or not eating after dinner. But do this for 10 days. Come up with this 10-day challenge and spend 20 minutes on those walks every day and go through those 4 steps. And that's how you could change your life in 20 minutes. It's one little step at a time, and that will create the mindset where you create a habit, and it will be happening on a regular basis. And I hope to see you on the boot camp or the Stepping Stones program. I'll share a link in the comments below for both programs. And what's that challenge you're going to give yourself for the next 10 days? I'll be watching. I'll be making sure you're staying on task. 10 days. You could do it. Is it cut out coffee? Is it cut out soda? What is it going to be? Cut out sugar for 10 days? That's a good one. Because that gives you that burst of energy and then you crash. I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Have a great rest of your day.